Okay, fourth grade. So today we're going to look at fractions and parts of a whole. So we're going to look at this word problem. It says Ryan has 20 marbles. He gives 2/5 of his marbles to Austin. How many marbles did Ryan give to Austin? So if we look, our fraction is going to be 2/5. And so remember, our numerator is on the bottom. Our numerator is on the top. Our denominator is on the bottom. So our numerator is going to be 2. And our denominator is 5. So 2 is our part, 5 is our whole. So we're going to use set model first. And so again, 5 is my denominator, so I'm going to have 5 sets. Yes. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my sets, and I'm just going to continue to add my counters to each group until they're all equal, because they have equal parts. So in each group, I'm going to have 4 in 5 sets. So now I'm going to line up my groups. And so we're looking for 2/5. So we're going to look at our first row. We're going to turn these over to represent 1/5, which 1/5 is going to be our unit fraction. So we have to have 2 groups of 1/5. So I'm going to turn over one more group. And if you count these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Ryan gave 8 marbles to Austin. So that's our 2/5 of 20. And remember, notice how I turned over my counters to represent my unit fraction of 1/5, and I turned over 2 groups to represent 2/5. So now we're going to look at an area model. So I have my grid, and remember with area model, we're gonna fill in these squares. A linear model is when we do just the lines. So again, I'm gonna have 5 groups total, because that's my denominator. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Like how we set up the set model. Have 5 groups and 4 in each group. So I'm going to mark this off. This is my area. And again, to represent area model, I'm going to shade in the squares. So I'm going to shade in my first set. And that's going to be 1/5, which again is my unit fraction. And so I have to have 2 groups of 1/5 for 2/5. So I'm going to shade in one more set to represent 1/5. So again, if we count these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2/5 of 20 is 8 square units, because I am using an area model. So remember that he gave 8 marbles to Austin, so 2/5 of 20 is going to be 8 marbles.